Stars test their academic skills. More than 2,500 teams accepted this challenge, with the finalists competing for top honors at Rice University. Which team will win? Now, here's your host, Mark Wahlberg.
Good luck. Thank you very much. Welcome to Star Challenge. We've had 78 teams from all over the country, representing high schools from everywhere, come to Rice University, and we are getting down towards that national championship. Two great teams with us today. Walton High School, welcome. Indian Springs High School, also welcome to you. We're going to get ready to play our first round in a moment. I should let you know about these sound effects. If you answer correctly, you'll hear this sound. An incorrect answer will give you this response, and this sound means time is up. Okay, with that, we are ready to start our warm-up round. Any one of you can ring in to answer. Please wait for our judges to call on you before you answer. Good luck, teams. Let's get started. Here's a 5-pointer. The spy scandal involving Aldrich Ames has been called the worst since the Rosenberg case. During World War II, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg succeeded in passing on what...
Walton Joseph.
Nuclear secrets to the Russians.
That's right. 10-pointer. Dale Carnegie and Norman Vincent Peale pioneered what typically...
Walton Gretchen.
Portrait painting.
What typically American...
David.
Power of positive thinking.
Typically American type of book. Self-help was the answer we're looking for. You're on the right track, though, David. Here's a 5-pointer. This country's industrial espionage in the United States is the subject of Michael Crichton's...
Walton Joseph.
Japan.
Well done. 10-pointer. Prima facie, conclusive, and presumptive are all types of what?
Indian Springs Henry.
Evidence.
Trial evidence for 10 points. Here's a visual question for 10 points. Watch the monitor here in the studio. They are among the most accomplished singing insects, but only the males
Indian Springs Henry.
Crickets.
produce sound, and each species has a distinctive song. Name this insect.
Joseph.
Cicada.
Cicada. Good answer. A 10-pointer here. The Spaniard helped the colonists in the American Revolution annex Florida in 1783, became commanding general of Cuba and the victory of Mexico. A major Texas seaport on the Gulf of Mexico is named for him. Name him or that city.
Indian Springs David.
Galveston.
That's right. Bernardo de Galvez. 10-pointer invented in Germany in 1892. It doesn't need spark plugs, points, coils.
Walton Gretchen.
Diesel engine.
That is right. 10 points. 5-pointer here. Consider the color of the visible spectrum closest to purple. What letter do you add?
Walton Joseph.
M.
What letter do you add to this word to make an adjective that describes Jack the Ripper, Mr. Hyde, and Dirty Harry? The color is violet. You would add the letter N to make violence. Here's a 10-point math question. Divide the number of medians which are contained in a triangle by the number of altitudes in a triangle.
Walton Joseph.
1.
That's right. A 10-point music question for you. What reggae rocker wrote and first recorded this song?
Indian Springs David.
Bob Marley.
Good guess. He can name that tune in one note. Here's a 10-pointer. Real gases approximate the behavior of an ideal gas at what conditions of temperature?
Walton Amy.
STP.
Conditions of temperature and pressure.
Amanda.
Standard.
Low pressures and high temperatures. Here's a 10-pointer. Birds of prey are divided into two groups depending on the time of day in which they hunt. What are the designations labeling these hunters by hunt time?
Walton Joseph.
Diurnal and nocturnal.
That is the answer. Good, Joseph. 5-pointer here. What's wrong with the following sentence? Is there anything I can do about the irritating light on my VCR that has been flashing 12 o'clock since the second term of the Carter administration?
Walton Joseph.
Carter didn't serve a second term.
He certainly did. Certainly did. 10-pointer here. To title his book about the last 7 months of the Nazi regime in Germany, Charles Whiting used the name of what legendary hero who slew the dragon Fafnir?
Walton Amy.
Siegfried.
He did it. 10-point following visual question, players, watch right here on the monitor. Let's play The Face is Familiar. Who is this act?
Walton Jim.
Andy McDowell.
That's right. From my home state of South Carolina, I might add. 10-pointer here. What are two vices which can make it more difficult for outdoorsmen to adjust to high altitude?
Walton Amy.
Cold temperature and low air.
Henry.
Smoking and using alcohol.
Smoking and drinking, that's right. That sound means we've come to the end of our warm-up round. Done with round one, ready for our second quarter of play. Before we do that, let's meet our players. First of all, from Walton High School from Marietta, Georgia, our captain, Joseph Abraham. A junior, Joseph, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All-state band, you play the trumpet, will attend Georgia Governor's Honors Program in math. Thanks for being here, Joseph. Next to him, Jim Ludlam, a junior, three-time state academic team champion, attended Georgia Governor's Honors Program in social studies. Amy Rozier, senior, National Merit Scholar, All-State Band, and Georgia Governor's Honors Program in French horn.
Mm-hmm.
Another musician in the midst. And you'll be going to Rice University right here. Terrific. Would you like walking around the campus, getting to see where you're going to be?
Oh, I loved it.
Terrific. And Gretchen Bundy, a senior exchange student to Germany.
Yes.
You've already been, or you're on your way?
Already been.
Already been. Terrific. Also a musician, plays the viola, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Glad to have you with us. The coach is Jeanette Martin. The alternate, Brian Pritchett. Terrific. Indian Springs High School from Alabama. Indian Springs, Alabama, the captain, Amanda Falkenberry, senior, 5-time gold medalist and 2 perfect scores on the National Latin exam, will attend Williams College. Welcome, Amanda. Next to her, Todd Carty, a junior, 2 perfect scores on the National Latin exam, national medal winner on Southeast champion academic decathlon team. Todd Carty. Next to him, Henry Quillen, sophomore, 3-time gold medalist on the National Latin exam. Sense the theme. 2-time American Invitational Mathematics exam qualifier. Finally rounding out the team, David Patton, a junior member of the Civil Air Patrol and winner of the State Geography Bee. Terrific. Coaches, Bob Cooper and William Lacoste. Welcome both teams. Glad to have you here. Now let's go back to Joseph Abraham, and if you will, tell us a little bit about Walton High School.
Walton High School is a school of about 2,100 students. It's a division of the Cobb County Public School System, located in Marietta, a suburb of Atlanta, which will host the 1996 Olympic Games. Walton has a comprehensive program of education for all students, and 60% of the faculty holds master's degrees. Our tennis team has just won the state championship for the 8th time in the last 12 years.
My goodness. That's great. Thank you, Joseph. Amanda, tell us about Indian Springs High School.
Okay. Indian Springs School is an independent boarding school located outside of Birmingham, Alabama. The school prides itself on its academic credentials and on its philosophy of learning through living. I've been a boarding student there for 5 years, and in those 5 years I've been highly impressed both with the academic potential of the students and with their genuine concern for each other and for the school community. And with us today we have both the best history teacher in the world and the best calculus teacher in the world, Dr. Cooper and Dr. Lacoste.
Well, glad to have world-renowned teachers here in the studio today. Thank you, team. Very well done. Time to play our second quarter, which is our bonus round. I'll ask a toss-up question, players. You can ring in and answer that. We'll then give you a bonus category, and you can earn up to 50 points in that category. If you miss, the other team will get a chance at it. Here's your first toss-up. Good luck. What term is used for both the amount of funds in a bank account and the unpaid amount on a...
Walton Joseph.
Principal.
Unpaid amount on a loan?
Henry.
Balance.
That's the answer. First category goes to Indian Springs School. Munich Pact is the bonus category. 4 countries that signed the 1938 Munich Agreement will give you 5 points for the first, 10 for the second, and so forth up to 20 points. Fire when ready.
Germany. What's the other one?
Soviet Union?
No, they were not there. Italy, maybe? Yeah, Italy? England, France, Germany, Italy. Say England, France. Say in that order. England,
Okay.
Germany,
Fine,
France,
fine,
Italy.
fine.
Say England, Germany, France, Italy.
England?
Speak
Germany?
louder, please.
Okay. England? Germany? France? Italy.
50 points. Well done, Indian Springs. Let's go to another toss-up question here. Claude Monet painted over 20 views of the Rouen Cathedral in order to show the structure from the same angle in a variety.
Indian Springs, David.
Under varying shades of light.
That's the answer. Well done. Category for Indian Springs, language. The development of languages is a subject of inquiry that intrigues many scholars. I'll describe a European language, and you identify the language. For 5 points, it is the native language of Austria.
German. German.
For 10 points, this Romance language has many elements of Arabic because Moors occupied the country of its origin for 700 years.
Spanish.
For 15 points, this language is dying. It is spoken by fewer and fewer people each year in Brittany.
Gaelic.
Gaelic.
And finally, for 20 points, it is the oldest Indo-European language continuously spoken in Europe.
Basque.
That's not bad.
French. English. French.
Say something. It's gonna be something hard.
Your answer?
Basque.
Chance for Walton to pick up 20 points here if they know the answer to that question.
Okay. Romanian.
Greek. Greek is the answer we're looking for. Let's go for another toss-up question here, players. Name the intellectual movement which was the philosophical basis of the Renaissance.
Walton Joseph.
Scholasticism.
Any idea, Indian Springs?
Henry.
Humanism.
That's the answer. Nice answer, Henry. Math terms is your category, Indian Springs. Here we go. I will give you the first letter of a math term, followed by a brief definition, and you give the term. For 5 points, L. And I've got a typo here. I'm assuming equation is the second word. Equation of the form ax plus b equals 0, where a is not equal to 0.
Linear.
That's right. For 10 points, C. Complex numbers that differ only in the sign of the imaginary part.
Conjugate.
Conjugate.
For 15 points, I. The number that tells what route is to be taken.
Indicator. Something like that.
Indicator. Index.
Index.
And finally, for 20 points, O. The point at which the altitudes of a triangle are concurrent.
Orthocenter.
Orthocenter. Orthocenter.
Once again, for 50 points, excellently played, Indian Springs. Another toss-up question, teams. Name the composer of this symphony, which had its premiere in 1868 in Moscow.
Indian Springs, Todd.
Tchaikovsky.
That's right. And another bonus category for Indian Springs. I will name a product. Economic geography is the category, forgive me. I will name a product, and you tell me what nation is the world's largest producer of that product. For 5 points, rice.
China.
Okay. China.
For 10 points, corn and aluminum.
United States.
United States.
For 15 points, wood pulp and zinc.
Canada. Canada's got a lot of timber.
Canada.
And for 20 points, copper.
What's the reason of copper?
Okay. Zaire.
Chance to pick up 20 points, Walton, if you know this one.
I think it's that.
Okay.
Bolivia.
Chile is where copper comes from. That sound means we've come to the end of our bonus round. 2 quarters down, we're ready for our third quarter, but I should let you know that all the questions you hear here on Star Challenge are provided and authenticated by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. And before we get started with our third quarter, let's meet our judges, starting with Chip Beal, Executive Director of the National Academic Association. Next to him, Mike Massandria, Director of Score Unlimited. And also Cheryl Claypool, staff writer from Questions Unlimited. Thank you, judges, for being here. We are ready now to play our 60-second round. Players, you will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as you can. 10 points for right answers. You get 10 in 60 seconds. You get a 20-point bonus. For every question you miss, the other team will have a chance to clean up that category. There are 4 categories now you can pick: birds, historians, French fruits and vegetables, and a mystery category. The score now, 240 points for Indian Springs, Walton High School, 75 points. Indian Springs really took advantage of that bonus category round. Now, Joseph, you get to choose first, your team. Walton, what category would you like?
Mystery category.
Mystery category is U.S. government. U.S. government is the mystery category. If you're ready, let's put 60 seconds on the clock now. What two officials have the authority to mobilize the National Guard of a state?
The President and Governor.
Which federal executive department pays for an independent counsel along with the counsel staff in office?
Justice.
Which cabinet member is the official custodian of the Great Seal of the United States?
Interior. Interior. I don't know. Interior.
What's the title of the cabinet officer who advises the president on the problems of the American farmer?
Secretary of Agriculture.
What geometric shape does the agriculture department house its 5 food groups in?
Pyramid.
What, according to Thomas Jefferson, do governments derive from the consent of the governed?
Power. Their
More
power.
specific.
The power to govern.
What adjective describes criminal offenses punishable by death?
Capital.
What branch of the U.S. military first conducted ROTC programs on college
Army.
campuses? What is the act? Time is out. Time is up. Looking to the judges to see how many were correct.
Okay, we're giving him credit for power.
Okay. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 out of 8 that we got to. You got correct. 70 points. Walton High School.
Put this in parentheses.
The one they missed that we were able to get to, you can pick it up. It's worth 10 points, Indian Springs. Which cabinet member is the official custodian of the Great Seal of the U.S.?
The Secretary of State.
That's correct. We did read 4 words into the 9th question. Let me give them to you now. What is the act?
Executive order.
Your answer?
Yes, sir.
Executive Order Act.
That would have been tough to get with those words. What is the act of government of a government agent who includes a person to commit a crime he hadn't planned?
Induces.
Excuse me, induces. It's entrapment, and it's moot. But thank you for playing. All right, now you get to choose a category, Indian Springs.
I don't know what
Okay, sure. French fruits and vegetables.
French fruits and vegetables it is.
Thank you, dear.
Let's put 60 seconds on the clock now. All of the following are fruits and vegetables in French. Translate them into English. Pomme.
Apple.
Pomme de terre.
Potato.
Raisin.
Grapes.
Laitue.
Lettuce.
Poire.
Pear.
Haricot vert.
Green beans.
Fraise.
Cherries.
Framboise.
That's right. Cherries.
Petite poire.
Green peas.
Chou-fleur.
Cauliflower.
2 missed. We got to all 10. You'll get a chance to pick up 2 here, but 80 points for you, Indian Springs. That was a great job. 2 left, Walton High School. The first, phrase.
Plum.
Strawberry is the answer to that one. The other one they missed, framboise.
Raspberry.
That's correct. You picked up 10 points. Well played. And that concludes our 60-second round. Ready to go with our 4th quarter of play, which will decide our winner. The scores right now, Indian Springs with 330 points. Walton High School rallied in the 3rd period, now 155 points. Now we will go to our Stump the Experts round. The questions are a little harder here. College level, valued at 15 and 20 points. Remember, you must be recognized by the judge before you answer. Any of the 8 of you can ring in. Good luck, teams. Let's get started. For 15 points, an art question. This painting is entitled Freedom of Worship.
Indian Springs, David.
Norman Rockwell.
That's correct. 15-pointer here. What is the angular velocity of an object moving 12 meters per second in a 3-meter radius circle?
Walton Joseph.
4 radians per second.
That's correct. 20-pointer here. The Strait of Malacca, separating Sumatra from mainland Asia,
Walton Jim.
Malaysia.
is the main pipeline to Persian Gulf oil. The strategic strait is controlled by what 3 neighboring nations?
Indian Springs, David.
Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore.
Well done for 20 points. 15-pointer here. What are glutamine, lysine, alanine,
Walton Joseph.
Proteins.
and histidine?
Todd.
Amino acids.
That's good for 15 points. A 20-pointer here. This four-word phrase was coined by Samuel Taylor Coleridge in his critical treatise, thank you, Biographia Literaria. He used the term in reference to the poetic faith of a reader in accepting imaginary elements.
Walton Joseph.
Willing suspension of disbelief.
Well done. 15-point music question here. What are the three instruments featured in Beethoven's Triple Concerto heard here?
Walton Amy.
Violin, viola, and cello.
Henry.
Violin, viola, and piano.
Close. Piano, violin, and cello. 15-pointer here. The chairman of the board wants the company's stock price to be lower so that it will be marketable to a wider distribution of buyers.
Walton Jim.
Split.
Stock split for 15 points. Here's a 20-pointer. Name the contemporary business columnist who hosts the weekly TV program Wall Street Week.
Indian Springs David.
Louis Rukeyser.
15-pointer. You get a little fanfare there. One of the popular songs of the American Civil War goes, yes, we'll rally round the flag, boys. We'll rally.
Indian Springs Amanda.
The battle cry of freedom.
20-point math question. What specific figure is formed by the graph of the absolute value of x plus the absolute value of y
Indian Springs Henry.
Two intersecting lines.
equals 3?
Joseph.
Square.
That is correct. 20-point art question. A giant of French Romantic painting, his compositions fostered the growing intimacy of literature and art. Name the artist.
Indian Springs David.
Delacroix.
Well done. Here's a 20-pointer. The leader of the Cherokee Nation in Oklahoma recently announced her retirement
Walton Gretchen.
Man killer.
for 15 points. What did Cronus do to his sons because...
Indian Springs David.
He devoured them.
15 points for this one. From the French, translate one of the 7 sayings of Christ upon the cross. Père, pardonnez-leur.
Indian Springs Amanda.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Well done. 15-pointer. Which U.S. president did Vice President Al Gore quote
Walton Jim.
Kennedy.
when he told Russian citizens in 1994 that the only thing that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do...
Indian Springs David.
Roosevelt, Franklin.
To do nothing, Abraham Lincoln
About
was
2
the answer.
minutes.
20-point music question here. What ore carrier sank in Lake Superior in 1975, leaving no survivors?
The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. The big freighters going Las Vegas with the growing good captain.
Walton Jim.
Gordon Lightfoot.
They left on a load of early blood. And later that night when the ship fell in, to be the north wind they'd been sailing.
Well, I haven't heard the song in a long time. It was nice to hear it. Edmund Fitzgerald. It was Gordon Lightfoot who sang it. Edmund Fitzgerald was the ship. Here's a 15-point math question. If the measure of an angle is 20 degrees less than the measure of its complement, what is the measure of the angle supplement?
Indian Springs Henry.
155 degrees.
Joseph.
165 degrees.
145 degrees is the answer. Here's a 20-pointer. The Treaty of Verdun in 843 divided Charlemagne's Frankish Empire among the 3 sons of Louis the Pious. Name any one of them.
Indian Springs Todd.
Louis the Fat.
Jim.
Lothair.
20-pointer here. Broca's area is the part of the brain associated with
Indian Springs David.
Speech.
which 15-pointer here. Which ruling family was placed on the throne by the War of the Spanish Succession?
Walton Joseph.
Habsburg.
Say again?
Habsburg.
David.
Bourbon.
And that time means we've come to the end of our game. And looking to the judges for an official ruling. We are official. 485 points for Indian Springs. Congratulations. You did a great job. 265 for Walton. You made a good rally there. Unfortunately, a little too short, too late. We'll be back next time with more Star Challenge. I hope you're here too. Bye-bye.